I'm sorry for whoever your friend you're referring to, I don't know, who ran into some headwinds. Chair, one of the things we said we will do is create order in this city, because the city needs order. We're building 20 markets. The markets that have excess people will have to work within their limits. It is true at that point, the political atmosphere had been muddied because we had agreed with the market traders. Someone was saying they introduced me to these people. The chairman of Wakulima Market is called Tony. He was my youth leader in TNA when I was the chairman. Yeah, we know these people. We speak to them. They want those efficiencies. Remember, less than 2 years ago, 52 women were killed in Londiani because of selling on the road. They were killed. Do we wait for an accident in Nairobi for us to relocate them, yet we've completed a market somewhere for wholesale? So we had agreed, and we will continue with that plan. And it is not to move the market. It was really expressed badly by friends of Cherargei, as is claimed. We're not moving any market. The capacity of Wakulima was 97 trucks for wholesale. The 90th truck will go to Kangundo Road. The capacity of the traders was around, and today you'll find 300 trucks. The capacity for traders was less than 1,000. The 1,000 and first will go to Kangundo Road. We're building another market. We're redoing Toi Market. Mutuini Market right now, if you go, is moving very fast. And it is right on a bypass.
Yeah, so just on that line, even as we sit here today, the traders who are trading outside Wakulima Market on the streets, they are there now. I've seen it with my own eyes today.
Yeah, and we
so what was the fuss all about? I mean, because the impression you gave us is that you had agreements with the traders to move to Kangundo Road. Why are they still there?
It's not the same traders. It's hawkers.
So, then what is the point of moving one person only to be replaced by another?
You have to keep doing it. On theory, Senator, it's good to say we've moved them. Every single day is an enforcement day. Every single day.
So I work.
It must work.
It is not.
That's my work. It must.
But it's not working yet.
It's not working yet.
It is working to a great extent, and I will show you.
So maybe
look at the level of
honorable senators.
How many have you relocated from Wakulima Market to Kangundo? So that, as you say, the people who are selling outside are hawkers.
They are hawkers.
How many have you relocated? And it's good, the chair of Toi and the Wakulima Market, Tony.
I think it would be beneficial for the actual committee to look into those details.
Which actual committee?
Your committee on trade, don't you?
Governor, you have been very generous with information on other matters. When it comes to this, you think it should be handled by another committee? I don't think that's being fair.
No, and I'll give the information. My apologies. My apologies, Chair. If you look at the turnover of different people who, and they're aching out a living. Chair, in the last 2 years, there have not been running battles in this city, as used to be. You remember, you'd hear stories of hawkers being stabbed with pliers, fighting with the city. You've not had it in 2 years. You've not had a strike of matatus in 2 years because of our continuous engagement with them. And so at times, even if it might, sometimes, have a week of calm and they come back, there's a way we engage them pragmatically and then move them in a humane way. If we took the option of now putting armed police there and start beating up people, it will not work. Yes, there could be days when traders show up, we engage them. You'll find 2 days where it is clean. Eventually, it has to settle. More markets. Right now, the discussion with them is about Mwariro. Yeah, and they've come to us as recently as last week through my CEC. That's why I'm saying a committee would go deeper into it, because we're discussing the audit. Through my CEC I'll just allow me to finish.
Yeah.
Through the CEC of markets, asking that yes, if you can give us space outside the market, the parking area at Mwariro, then we'd be happy to move from there. We want them then, okay, we agree, maybe for some of you, Kangundo is too far, come to Mwariro. It's a continuous engagement. It is not black and white, start and stop. Theoretically it is, but practically when you're actually in there, it doesn't work out.
We started off very well. It's like a visit to the doctors, and you need to be very clear about your symptoms so that we know what you're suffering from and prescribe the proper medicine. But now if you start to confuse us on the actual state of affairs in some of these areas, we don't know how to help. Are you sure that none of the people who was relocated from Wakulima is back there. You are saying those are new people?
I can say that very confidently. I can say that quite confidently. Yeah. Because you see even the vehicles have registration numbers.
It's not the vehicles. The overriding, and I even supported you on that. We don't want what happened in Londiani to happen at Wakulima. They're on the road even if we left this room and went there with you now. But you cannot say they are new people. I know some of those traders.
Then convince them to go. If you know, they help us. Let's work together.
On the day I sit there, Governor, I will have the persuasive powers to move them. But you cannot ascribe. You cannot ascribe work that has been assigned to you constitutionally to your senator.
Let me bring this session to a close so that we move to the next one. Yeah. But it is our view that just by looking at financial statements is not sufficient oversight over Nairobi.
Yes.
And just as the way we are saying, we need to have different arrangements for cities in everything. Yeah. The approach I take for oversight of Homa Bay cannot be the same approach I take for Nairobi. And so that's why all these comments coming from senators, they are extremely valid and they are within the mandate of this committee. And members, I think Nairobi being just a stone throw away, in the next session, we probably need to be more on the ground, because instead of talking about Wakulima in a boardroom, all we need to do is to go there. Instead of talking about the rivers, all we need is to go there.
Chair, I have a personal frustration in this committee where I feel that Nairobi doesn't appear as often as other governors. I've seen some governors here more than enough times. And the reason why all these issues build up is because I don't feel like we have enough sessions with Nairobi. So even from your chair, I think you need to give us more time with the Nairobi County government. And lastly, just because he has brought up markets, there was an issue, Governor, we raised with you about Kahawa West Market, where your people allowed stalls to be built outside the gate of the market. And you had given us an assurance that those stalls will be removed. Have those stalls been removed?
No. And they won't be removed, Senator. What we found when we looked into it, there had been extensive public participation with the people of the market, and there's new construction going on. What they've agreed to do is to do differentiation of what is sold at the stalls, so that you don't have the same product in the market being sold outside the store. And I'll be very happy to furnish you with the public participation report there. I understand, I know you went there, I know the issues I know the chair of that market and the MCA and whatnot, but they'd actually done that participation, because I looked into it. I really, just like every other ward, it's a ward very close to my heart, and I've looked into it. Pragmatically, we don't have enough trading spaces for all our people. Even with the new construction, which is going on right now, if you go to see, that even won't be enough. So long as there's differentiation, because you don't people selling outside the market what is inside the market. None will go inside the market, and so you'll kill your own market.